we perché non? Ciao Gaia.
Ciao.
Come va?
Bene, tu come stai?
Bene, tutto bene. Speriamo che avevo dimenticato di dare l'orario. Allora, vediamo se...
Salut.
Salut. Ok, let's see how many people will turn in, since I had forgotten to give the time of the class until today. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can do like this. Okay, like this. So we are recording. Let's see if I can see. Aurélie also is here. Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm on the telephone, so I can't see everybody at the same time. As usual, for most of you already know, if you have a question, unmute yourself and ask. Since when I'm on the telephone, it's more difficult to access the chat. So anyway, okay, I guess that we can start now. Also, Annika is here. Hello. Okay, to see everybody, I need to swipe. So like I'm going to stop swiping to check you, everybody. And do you have the time? Like I have 31, maybe you have what? 34? No,
54.
34. Okay, so maybe we can start. I don't know if Barbara and Charlotte, they are going maybe to come later. Anyway, we are going today, as usual, we are going to start with the meditation. You are going to take your journal and put it in front of you. And also, if you have colors, like not handy, but you have colors like in the room, or go hurry up and how do you say, go fast, grab them. And we are going to need some colors later. Okay. Sorry, okay, so close your eyes and as usual sit tall through the spine, and we are going to just do some meditation just to fall back into the body. We are going to do our feeling from the inside meditation just to start. So relax the shoulder and let your arms like hang down, like your hands falling naturally on your thighs, or you can put them like on your lap, wherever you feel more comfortable. And we are going to start to feel the top of the head. We are going to notice the sensation and try to observe the sensation. Probably your body will start to itch and wanting to move as soon as we start the meditation. Try just to don't act on an itch or on a discomfort, just breathe in it and notice it. So the top of the head, the skin just up and outside, and we are going to enter and start to feel our head from the inside. Maybe we can wiggle a little bit the head and try to feel the sensation of the inside of our head, and then the inside of our face. Do we feel a heat in our cheeks, or maybe pressure in our eye bulb, or in the forehead? Maybe we went outside, it was very cold. Continue breathing like normally without forcing it. As we go down and we feel the truth from the inside. Maybe you feel pressure, maybe you can start feeling your heartbeat beating in your neck. And wherever your mind wanders, try to come back into the sensation of the body. As we go down and we start feeling the shoulder from the inside, maybe there is tension. Maybe we want just to circle her head a little. And try to feel the connection and the feeling, the sensation. Don't lose the part we already walked by with the consciousness. The head, the face, the neck, the shoulder. And we can go a little bit down in the chest, in the heart. Maybe you feel, I don't know, some warm sensation. And the shoulder, up arms. Feel the arm from the inside. And we are going to feel the elbow from the inside. Maybe your arms are tingly. And in the meanwhile, we are going to feel the stomach, the belly from the inside. Try to breathe in it. And we stay here a little bit, like 2 or 3 breaths on our own. And try to notice if there is any tension, or if you are holding or letting go. And we are going a little bit down in the forearm and the hand. And in the meantime, we are going to feel from the inside also the hips and the legs, the thighs. So now we feel our arms that are maybe resting on our lap or on the thighs, which we are also feeling from the inside. So maybe there is a connection there of energy. And we stay here still like 2 or 3 breaths on our own. Try to breathe in for 4 times and breathe out 4 to 8 times. You can do it on your own 3 times. Okay. We are going to continue. You are going to embody and feel your knees and the lower legs and the feet. Maybe your feet are on the ground. Maybe your thighs are on the ground because you have a yogi sitting position. So now you are all in your body. You feel the body from the inside, and let's stay like this till 3 breaths. You exhale 4 times, or sorry, inhale 4 times, and exhale 4 to 8 times. Find your comfortable breathing. Let's go. And every time your mind wanders, feel your body from the inside. Notice, are you losing the sensation of where your hands start and the hands finish and the legs start, or the butt on the ground, or the head on the neck? Do you still have a sensation of having an outside body? Since you are feeling everything from the inside, maybe you can visualize what kind of shape you are right now. Okay. Just staying like this a little bit more, and before starting to draw, you're going to think to some question you want to ask. Don't think about the answer. The answer will come back maybe during the graphic journaling class. It will maybe pop up in your brain after the class, or you never know. Just try to think to a question you want to ask to yourself, or I don't know, the universe. And when you have it, take your pen and write this question as a title of this new page, of the brand new page of the new class. Don't judge the question that pops up. Each question that pops up, it's valid. It doesn't have to be something very articulate. Just to experiment. Sometimes the question we most need to ask pops up. Okay. So I can't see everybody in the same page, but I guess that everybody has their own question. How are you, everybody? How is going this starting of the month? Are you ready for 2021? I see some. Okay. So what we are going to do today is some exercise about what we want to do this year. But before starting, we are just going to click on our face. Each one can click on their face. And most of you already maybe did this kind of exercise. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Aurelie and Annika maybe never did it, I don't remember. We are going to hook our eyes and hand together, and we are going to draw our self-portrait by letting only the eyes guiding the hand. So in some sort, you are not allowed to look at the paper. You are just going to point the pen on the paper, and then you are going to use your eyes and look at your face, and then if your eyes look here and go up, you know that with your hand you are going to go up, and then if your eyes go on the right, your hands will go on the right, and you are trying, you are going to draw your face up to the neck, maybe the beginning of the shoulder, but mostly like this part, the whole page, because then we will need to put some shading in it. So if you feel more comfortable, you can look sometimes at the paper, just for a matter of like proportion or to see where you are going, or you can choose to totally let go of the control and just give your observation the role to guiding the hand, the drawing hand. In this case, probably you will have like some, I don't know, like one eye, it's here, the other it's here, because you are following, but maybe you are not in the very real proportion, but it's okay. Like for now, it's just the sensation of observing, learning to observe. The more you keep your eyes on what you are drawing, and the more you're going to draw what you see and not what you know, especially when it's a self-portrait, that often we are, we think we know ourselves, and so we maybe we do some abstraction, like, okay, yes, my nose is like this, and sometimes can be funny, like when you draw, we always do some synthesis of what we see and what we know, and we make our drawing. But in this kind of exercise, we are going to try to use more the eyes than the memory. Okay, so and then if you have a question, just unmute yourself to ask, because I'm not seeing everybody. So okay, sorry, I'm so sorry about this. Every time I can't learn how to use this. Okay, so we are going to take maybe like 2 minutes. 2 minutes, it's quite long when we are drawing like without looking. So take the time to parkour, is not the term in English, to go through all the feature of your face. Parcourir, how do you say in English? Percorrere.
Yeah, go through. Yeah, go through.
Go through. Okay, thanks. I think it was BQ who talk. No, who was who talk? It's anyway. Fammi vedere. Maybe Aurélie. I see you. Maybe. Okay. Sorry. So so 2 minutes is quite long to go through all your face. Okay, everybody take your pen and try to take all the page, and then we're going to flip the page and later. Okay, let's so sorry. Okay, let's go. 2 minutes. And also, like, every time you feel like you are clinging, or like you are in the discomfort, it's like you can always find your own balance between, maybe it's only a page in your journal, you only will see it, and it's only a drawing, good or bad, it doesn't care. So like, maybe if you feel discomfort because you feel like it's too difficult, you only have 2 minutes to hang on. So try to push this discomfort. But And if you need to like maybe look the paper just to locate where are you drawing the nose or the eye, or I don't know, you can, you're not like, find your own, choose which the outcome. You can choose if you want something more like with proportion, less realistic. I don't know if it's the right term, but okay, maybe we are adding 1 more minute. Okay, maybe 30 seconds to go. If everybody is okay. Okay, how are you? Do you keep your hand raised if you need some more time that I can swipe through the... No, I guess that everybody's okay. Okay, perfect. Cool. So now you should have like your face and the question in the up of the page, and then down there is your portrait. What we are going to do is like, does everybody has like, if you have near you on your desk or where you are a light, like the table lamp or something like this, try to put it closer to you if it's possible. Like if you have like one light, and if you can put it closer on one side. I'm not doing it because I'm on my bed, but okay. So if you have one light, try to put it closer to you, just in order to have a more front, more stronger light and shadow. Okay, I can see Beku's headlamp. You can maybe, Beku, you can do the exercise by putting the headlamp like here to have this kind of light, like like this. So everybody, yeah, try to, if you have it, like, I don't want it to be like not comfortable, but it's just the more you have like one strong light on the side, and the more we can work on this, finishing this portrait. Okay. I see that maybe everybody did it. So what we are going to do is like, we are going to take 30 seconds maybe just to observe without drawing, just to look and try. Don't move the lamp anymore if you find a position. It doesn't have to be the perfect lighting. It's just an excuse to have not too much blended light on the face, to have a different coloring. Like as I see, Annika is perfect. Let me see. Maybe Fabiana, you are a little bit too much in the light, but maybe you can go under your big I can't see. Perché non si sposta. Maybe you can, Fabiana, you puoi spegnere, you can switch off the light of the room and just keep this. Ah, you did it, okay. You know, keep the lamp and switch off the room. Everybody, okay, Fabiana is in total black now. More difficult. And also, let me see, Margot, it's still light outside, so it will be more difficult to have it. And also really, yes, you have this kind of shading, Beku also, Justine too. And Gaia, yes, a little bit. Then also you have the difficulty of the shading, the cling on the glass. I can see that, but it's perfect. So, okay, perfect. We are going to take like a few seconds just to you put the pens down and just observe if you can see shapes in your face without drawing, just to look at it. Let's go. Try to use your eyes and look like you are going to look to. Can you see if there are shapes, and can you count maybe how many shades? Like, is there one very dark color? Maybe there is one very light color, and then maybe there are in between. Maybe you have 1, 2, 3 more principal in between tone. Sorry for my English. And now what we are going to do is, like, in your coloring pouch, in your art supply, pick up one very dark color and one bright color and put them aside, choose them. You don't need to do some realistic. So if you want to take a dark purple for the shadow, the dark shadow, and fluo stabilo yellow for the light, you can, or just pick your favorite, look at them if you like them together, and okay, everybody has it. So okay, so we are going to take pick up, sorry, the darkest color, and what we are going to do is, like, we are going to draw the shape of the shadow in our face. Like, we are going to feel those shape, but we are not going to put the shading like this. We are going to pick up shapes of the shadow in our face. So, like, I don't have enough, I can do like this. I can't see it, and you know, if you have like here,
yeah, okay.
Yes, I can't. Who did talk? I can't see you. So if you have, like, maybe here you can see one, I don't know, kind of shape like this, and then here there is a shape like this, and try to reproduce those kind of shape. The darkest one, we are going to start from the darkest one on your paper. Is it clear? Like, you put the darkest one and you try to find and then put it on your drawing, the one you did before, that probably doesn't have like realistic proportion because you didn't look, and it's okay. We don't care about the proportion. We are just here studying shapes. Okay, just to finish our self-portrait. So let's go. I would say 2 minutes again, and then we will see. I will look if you maybe we'll need more time.
And this is meant to be on the same, this same first.
Yes, 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 of course. Yes, because sometimes we do this in different, and now we are going to go. So also like you are going to choose how to put those kind of shapes, because probably when you do the line work without watching at the paper, you have like continuous line. And so maybe you know that when you are going to put the dark colors, maybe you will need to sacrifice some lines with the dark color, or maybe you have a very not covering dark color, and so your lines will stay anyway. It's like you can experiment, but the most important is like observing the shape and try to put them to trust what you see. Like when we do like this, like we find the shape of the shadow, and no question asked, we put it in the same place we see it in the real life and on paper. We don't ask the question about, yes, but maybe it's too much or maybe it's too dark. You just apply what you see, and the more you trust your eyes, and only at the end you can see the result. You don't try to make sense of what you're doing. Okay, so we had 2 minutes. I see everybody still drawing, maybe 1 minute more. I like the technique of Fabiana. I didn't see it before, like keeping a torch under. So perfect. The thing is that the more the light is violent, the more the light is aggressive. I don't know the term, but the more you have defined shape, and the more also like easy can be to put, because there is no how do you say, sorry, I lost my English. There is no, when there is no je sais plus parler. I can't talk English anymore. The more you have a strong light, and there is no space for wandering. Like, maybe, is this a shadow? Is this a middle tone? I don't know, like me, I don't have a very strong, I just have this light, but I don't have dark shadow on my side. And the thing is, the more the light is strong on a side, the more dark will be on the other, and the more, like, there is no wondering if this is dark or not. You can see it. It's more like contrasted. Okay. Okay, I guess that I will pass to the, I will stop the darkening, and we are going to take the lighter, the more bright color you have, the more you have, the brighter color that you choose to put as the brighter color. And we are going to do the same. So on the flip side, if you have a very dark part, probably you will have a very light one. Same, pick up the shape you have on your face. Like here, I can see I have a shape like this, and I will put this kind of shape in maybe fluo yellow on the part of the drawing I have in the same part. So like, don't try to make sense, don't try to build up, but just take the shapes try to see them and put them. Okay, let's go. And this is a funny exercise, and sometimes you can see that the more you do, like if you are interested in drawing like more close to the reality, and when you are in doubt about what are you drawing, you can't find the shape of what are you drawing with the lines. You just take the dark, the shadows, and the light, the highlight, and you put them where do you see them, and probably those will be the volume of what you're drawing, if it does make sense. And like it's done, just enjoy. When you feel like it's getting maybe difficult because you are challenging yourself, remember, as we say every time in the graphic journaling, your drawing, it's there, it's ugly, it's the masterpiece, it's the same. At the end, like in maybe 2 minutes, you will need to draw, to flip the page. So the outcome is the same. Okay, still 30 seconds. If you need to wrap it up. Okay, everybody is done, maybe not. Okay, 10 seconds. Okay, so, this it's a kind of exercise that you can do to the infinite level. I mean, we took 2 colors, you can take 3, maybe the third one, maybe the tone in the middle, or you can take more. But for now, we just needed to make some warm up for a hand. After we did the warm up for our soul with the meditation. Okay, so what we are going to do today is like, what do we want to do this year? What's our commitment? You probably already asked this question during the meditation, that maybe is not related to the exercise we are going to do, or maybe yes, or maybe the exercise we are going to do will complete the question. But today we are going to do an exercise that I picked from Abraham Hicks and I readapted on the graphic journaling side, called the focus wheel, in which we are going to plan what we are going to do, since it's January. So it's like the theme of this already beautiful year, magical. So we already talked about the path of least resistance. I remember, I guess, I don't remember in which class, and we talked a lot about the groove at the beginning, or I call it the vortex. It's like following only what feels good. So in the graphic journaling, I always talk about like our artistic skills, our artistic production, but can also be applied to like life in general. The path of least resistance means that you are going to look for something that make you feels good and doesn't feels like work. So when you need to draw for something, or when you need to create something, sometimes we put ourselves like we raise an ideal bar, how do you say, standard, in which we judge our drawing, and we say, yes, but just inventing, like, yes, but I draw only by pencil. And I must use watercolor to be like an artist. I'm totally inventing the standard, but if I feel like that I'm going into the groove, getting into the zone, like by the pencil, I can like pull the skills, like build skills by learning watercolor. You can do this, but in the meantime, there are two different levels, like you can learn a skill, but in the meantime, when you want to go tap into the creative part, maybe you want to go where it feels good. Maybe within the time you will learn the skill of watercolor, and then you will integrate the watercolor in the pencil. But there are two different plays from drawing. To do what we like on purpose, like because we want to do it and we don't judge our drawing for being not enough watercolor or whatever, it's the fastest way to go in this creative space that feels good and that often has the more enjoyable session. And since, as we understand it together, since we start the graphic journaling class, this is not a drawing class, as I told at the beginning. I say maybe we can draw together, and we don't care about like learning to do the perfect watercolor, because for everybody is a different, the perfection and the place is different. So like the most important for me is like everybody have to find their own enjoyable space. Okay, so we are going to do the focus wheel. Before starting, we are going to draw like next page. We are going to draw, okay, maybe I will show you. Wait, I will do it. We are going to take like one full page, and we are going to draw a big circle, like in the page. I don't see, maybe like this. Can you see it? Not okay. Draw like a big circle. I don't have a. Maybe like this. Oh, it's we don't judge, huh? So you have a big one, and then a smaller one in the middle. I can see it. I don't know if it's like this, and then what we are going to do is like one vertical line. Maybe you don't want to, you want to interrupt the line when you pass here, because we need to write here. So you do one vertical, whoop, like this, and one horizontal, like this. Okay, can you see it? Yes, like this, and then the same in the diagonal, okay, like this. So that we have, okay, fammi contare, 2, 4, 6, 8, we have 8 like cheese or cake part, I don't know, and one space in the middle. So this will be an exercise to focus our attention, as everybody already did it, I guess, as when we do like the journal, like we do the cross, and we wrote our list, what we did, what we thought, and what we felt, and everything. And then after we wrote all this, we just go pick to draw. This will be an exercise, like some kind of similar, but with a different purpose. So I took note. I just want to check that I explain it well. Okay, so what we are going to write in the middle is like a statement of what we want. It's very difficult sometimes to know what we want, but often, for sure, we know what we don't want, probably. If you have already a statement like, I want this, I want to learn this skill, or I want to feel like this, or I don't know, whatever, if there is something that is like pressing, you can put it, but probably it's difficult to just state what we want, because we are afraid, because sometimes we are more concentrated of what we don't want, even if we don't know what do we want at the place. So at least try to make a statement in your head, like of things that you don't want, one thing that you don't want. And what we are going to do is like take this statement of what we don't want, for example, and turn it into a positive statement, because we don't want to lose energy on things we don't want. If we don't want them, like I wrote down like an example so that everybody can relate, and it's an example quite neutral. So I wrote down like, I don't want back pain, okay? But I don't want to put this, I don't want to use like half an hour or 45 minutes of exercise all around this my back pain. We don't care. But maybe I can turn this statement into like my body is stronger, like, or agile, or I don't know. So for example, I will take this kind of example, and in the middle of this shape in the center, I will write my body is agile and strong. I'm going to do it. So take a few seconds to think about it. So I can see still everybody's writing down. And this kind of exercise is for like, when you go into our groove of creativity, we are aligned of what we are. And so we do what feels good and what flows naturally. And often when we are aligned with what we are in that moment, it may change in the time, but when we are aligned in that moment, we often give the best, and to our work or to the people around us, if we are not talking about drawing, but we are just talking about like things we do in life. So, okay, everybody did the statement in the middle. Okay, I can see yes, I can see yes, perfect. So we have this in the middle. What we are going to do is like, we are going to use the eight, I guess, the eight portion of the cake, to state, I'm sorry, to state, I guess state is the right term, like to make some small statement in which what we want already happened, or is real, or may connect us to what we want to do. Beku, what did I say? I'm sorry. It's okay. My English is like all over the place. So like, for example, if for me, I use the example, I started with, I don't want back pain, but I don't want to use this kind of negative. So I turn it like in my body is strong and agile. So now I want to fill those 8 parts with things that can help my statement or help me remember the days when I was strong, or when is that I'm agile, or when is that I'm connect to my body. So start easy on yourself and start if I start and I say, yes, tomorrow I'm a ninja, doesn't feel very good, and also put me in a position or in which I'm going to fail, because I'm like, I'm not a ninja tomorrow, so okay, I leave it. Or if I write, yes, of course I will win the CrossFit game like in 6 months. It's impossible. So don't put the standard too far from you, because it's like there you are deciding the standard with the ego, and you are not deciding the standard that you want to write down with your vortex, with your groove, with something that feels good. So maybe I can start doing my part of the cake by writing down like some statement which is easy and doesn't put some resistance on me. Maybe I can go back to a memory. I don't know, I can remember and I say and write down those moments in which I practice yoga every day. I felt good in my body. I felt like a ninja, or I don't know. I'm doing this analogy with those statements. I'm not sure if they fit, but you can write. I will write down also you can write down a desire. For example, I can write down, I have the desire to live in my body, to use my body, to own my body. Or maybe I can remember, I can say, I felt vibrant when I used to go swim with my friend. So I can link like some body exercise to a good feeling. Or so try to choose what you're going to write with this part, feeling good. Don't put like, yes, I'm going to win the Olympics, for example. It doesn't serve you, and also like we don't care winning the Olympics. So everybody goes for I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. Is it too much? Less than 1 minute each part of the cake. Let's go. I'm going to count and then I will check it. So, okay. Let me see if everybody is. Okay, everybody's writing. Some of you are not. Concentrate. No, I'm joking. I can see you. Okay, for now it's 1 minute. You can also, if you have difficulty to be like in the specific of the statement you put in the middle, I don't know, you can also maybe go a little bit more broad. it's like, I'm sorry. It's like, maybe, I don't know, because you can also put statement like, if I'm using the example of my statement, I can also be less specific, like breathing exercise feels good, or like I like doing breathing exercise, or I can maybe go to a very extreme statement like I'm unconditionally loved, which is like, you know, you can go to an extreme, or also like, for example, I could write, I feel strong already when I carry groceries, for example. I don't know, like you can try to see how your what do you want statement goes into your life. And if it's difficult, you can maybe close the eyes and breathe. Okay, we are at 3 minutes 45. Okay. Okay, we are at 5 minutes. I can see some of you still writing. Maybe we can add 30 seconds and then see if everybody are. Okay, maybe some of you already finished. Okay. Raise your hands if you have already finished. Okay, keep the hand raised so they can see. Okay. Okay. So we still have maybe Rebecca and Fabiana who need to finish. No, Fabiana finished. Okay, so everybody, I guess that everybody has finished. Perfect. Okay, so in the sentence you wrote, maybe you can circle, like for example, in the example I gave about what I will do, like if I say I practice yoga every day and it felt good, maybe I want to circle like the feeling good sensation, or I have the desire to live in my body. So like maybe I can circle like living in my body, or if I wrote down I felt vibrant going to swim with my friend, maybe I can circle the I feel vibrant. It's like you can try to, for each sentence, to circle mostly the sensation, mostly the action, or mostly the adjective, not isolating from the detail, just very fast. And maybe with those circling you are doing, if I can, okay, if you have like, okay, take like 30 seconds to circle. This probably will give you a list of sensation of how you already felt, or a list of sensation you would like to feel. So you can isolate all this, and you can switch, turn the page, or go on the next new page and write those circling words or in a list. Okay. And maybe you can keep it like this, like you can keep it like as a list, as we often do, or you can take a few more seconds to make a statement out of those sensation, like I feel vibrant and I live in my body. For my example, can be feel good. I don't know. This is up to you. Like, it's how you work better. If for you is enough just having our grocery list as we do every time, or if it's better for you to have a sentence, just pick those words and take them back to the new page. Okay. Everybody's done. Raise your hand if you have this, if you put aside all those words, if you have done. Okay, keep your hand. Okay, everybody, I guess. Okay, perfect. I have the impression maybe Margot still have to finish. No, you finito. You finished. Okay, perfect. So the thing is, like, I like at the beginning I said, okay, what we want to do, what's the statement, what we want like for this year to come. But you don't need to have like the new year occasion or the new year stepstone, I don't know, milestone, how do you call it, to want something. And often we misplace the desire, like we do a list of things we want because we think that we want those things. Maybe it's like being, I want to be the champion of the CrossFit, or I don't want. And often, instead, what we mostly desire is the sensation we think this thing we achieve is going to give us. So when we do this kind of exercise, we break down what we think we want, and we go like dig and find the sensation we want to feel, which are the most important. Then maybe I will feel like so stronger, so in my body, just by doing like 15 minutes of yoga every day, and not for example, doing the Olympics, or this is the example I'm using, but can apply to drawings, to life, to creativity. So we are going to use, I like to put myself in situation when I draw. I like to use my desire and put my drawings, like to throw my drawings more far so that I can reach what I drew with my life. So we're going to take like the last minutes to pick up those statements of the end, or those words, and you are going to draw yourself in the statement or in the situation. I don't know what did you have as words, as they are happening now, and not as a projection for the new year. Does it make sense? So like for me for do my silly example would be drawing myself like a ninja, or I don't know, or like putting those happening now and like enjoying the situation of the drawing. Does it make sense what I'm explaining? Okay, so just to, as usual, this is like always this for me is like the approach I like the most, like breaking down the feelings, having a list of statement or words, and then I don't have to put the emotivity into my drawings, because I have already done the emotional work by writing down, journaling, putting the list, doing the focus wheel. And then, so now my emotivity, my emotional side is on the paper. Now I can just, from there, take a leap and just enjoy the drawing, just enjoying the act of drawing. But in this case, so you will have the act of drawing, but you will use the act of drawing also with a purpose. So you are not doing the emotional work while drawing because you already done it. But in the meantime, it's not just an empty, not judging the empty act of drawing, but in this case, you are not just drawing a vase from your window, or I don't know. It feels like you're just drawing a vase or a flower out of your window because the emotional work has already been done. But even if you don't feel like it, when you draw something that you already went to clean in the emotional work, it will take everything into place. It's like the Marie Kondo way of cleaning the closet. You take all the clothes, you put them like on the floor, then you sort them, and this is when we work on the journaling, on the list, and then we are okay. You just have to take the clothes that you keep and you just fold them in a nice origami shape, and you put them into the closet back again. So let's go. I'm talking too much, but it's very important. Okay, let's go. Maybe 5 minutes. And while you draw, I will talk some more. Today is like this. It's like you are not obliged. You can also do the Marie Kondo emotional sorting while you are drawing. It's like in the graphic journal, you can do it, and sometimes it also feels good. But this, maybe you won't need the method of sorting the emotion. You just can go, but sometimes it will be more like an art therapy session. It's something more like in your moving center, and here you divide it. And also, like when you take the time to tune into the feelings, you can access your groove, your vortex faster, I think. Okay, we are a minute and a half. Maybe we can take, yes, a total of 5 minutes. Two minutes. Okay, okay, still 2 more minutes. And then when you finish, the first two finish, maybe one at a time. If you feel to, you can maybe unmute yourself and tell us how do you feel, and or if you feel more like you feel more aim doing this kind of exercise, or if it's more confusing.
I really liked it. It threw me at first, and I was like, I can't think of anything I've done, you know, in which I felt how I want to feel, but it wasn't true. But by the end, it was, yeah, pretty clear and also really fun to, yeah, like get all the emotional stuff out and draw something just for the fun of it.
Cool. Yes, because sometimes when we want to feel something and then we think that we never experience, maybe, or if it's something very far, and doing this kind of exercise recreate the connection and give us the possibility to see that maybe sometimes we already felt a glimpse of what we want in some other situation. So we are more eager to reconnect to this situation or this feeling. Yes, cool. Okay, we are at 5 minutes, but who wants to tell us about this experience? I try to.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah.
You are. Yes, already. Yes, here.
I don't even know what I want to say. Yeah, I feel good, and I feel like I came for something, and I'm coming out with something else that is helping me with a goal I have in my head. So, and I can see all the pieces of the jigsaw coming together. So yeah, that's really good.
Okay, cool. Okay, perfect. Thank you for telling us. And also, like, when you say that you're coming for a reason and you come out with another reason, at the beginning of the exercise or the beginning of the class? Is something related like to the exercise or the class?
I think both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you
I think I
write.
came to I came for the journaling and writing down things and like expressing things on a daily or whatever routine.
Yes.
And I can see how the exercise in itself and the goal I put, or the statement I put in it, I can see how the journaling is going to help me through that journey to reaching that goal, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yeah. But you already was here at the beginning of the graphic.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yes, because during the months, I guess that maybe the exercise has changed a little bit, to don't do always the same. Sometimes we go deeper in more emotional things, and or we use, you know, the journaling grill. No, it's not the grill.
Yeah.
How do you call it? You know, the
grids.
The grids. Okay, thank you. Sorry. The journaling grids that we use since the beginning, which is the journaling grids from the Linda Berry exercise, and we adapted, and sometimes we use this more to go deeper in some emotional or memory or sensation and everything.
Yes.
And
I knew that, and I say it's not what I mean. It's not that the class was not. I knew that.
Yes.
The pandemic have changed me too, so I've changed and I come with a different vision of it, if that makes sense.
Of course. Yeah. And also maybe you can answer on also somebody else, is like, does also can happen that in this particular exercise what you don't want, and then you go write down the statement of what you want, and then and you start with something you want, which is something you feel being outside and far, and the more you go feel all this, the part of the grid, you realize that you already are able to experience what you want, because it's often about sensation, it's often about being connected. Sometimes can be a surprise. Of course, that, for example, if I start my grid focus wheel with the center statement, like I want to win the weightlifting Olympics, maybe I can't find memories in which I did, maybe when I buy water or something like this, but if you stay connected, so also the desire is something connected from here and not some ego trip, like I want to win the Olympics, it's easy to understand that sometimes we can go back faster than we think to this. Yes. Everybody else, or also, or you, Aurélie, if you want to finish something. Is there someone more who want to add something or comment on this? I can't see you, everybody. Okay, let's see. Okay, perfect. I guess that everybody is okay. Let me check the time. Did we went a lot? No, it's okay. We didn't get off board. So I guess that this 6:30 class we didn't did this since a long time, because I guess we were in winter time. Last time we met at 5. I don't remember. Is it okay, 6:30 p.m.? Okay, I remember, because also Margot is from far, and also Annika, so I guess that for the timing it's better when you are on the USA. Okay, so see you in 2 weeks, And if you, I speak to everybody, but mostly maybe Annika and Aurélie, you have in the Patreon page all the replay, so you can go back in the grid of the page, and you can maybe find the graphic journaling exercise if you want to take the time to go do the replay. Is not an obligation, it's just remember that you have the possibility to catch the replay. Okay, so I guess that I'm saying to you goodbye, and I thank you to be here, and I hope that you feel good. Have a nice week ahead. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.